So let's take a closer look at this Giant Rain. Brand new bike for me. Always used to ride Giants. I rode a Glory, then another Glory, 2008 Glory, 2010 Glory, 2011 Glory, 2013 Rain, 2012 Trance, 2015 Rain, raced on a 2018 Rain but never owned one. This is the 2023 Rain 1. So alloy, Floatex on the back, which is, I guess it's the new DPX2, new version of the DPX2, kind of seems quite similar. Fox 38 Performance Elite up the front. This thing should be killer. I like these forks. The paint is incredible. Like, I don't know if the camera does it justice, but it's got this chameleon, like purple, green. It is killer. So quite a good, the Trek Slash had an excellent paint job as well. So I'm happy that I've got another bike with a real gangster paint job. 29er front and rear for now. I've got it in the low position on the flip chip. It came in the middle position. Felt okay bouncing around, but it was missing something, so I dropped it down. Feels better. 155 in the shock, 155 PSI. Comes with a 0.6 spacer. I've been back and forth, quite progressive with that 0.6 spacer, so I've put a 0.2 in there. Feels quite good, feels quite soft. We'll see if that translates to good performance on the trail or whether I need to go back to that 0.6. I'll know straight away, but just intuition, it felt quite progressive. This Rad plus Rad seat post is smooth as butter. Actuation is super smooth. Seat seems actually not too bad, not uncomfortable yet. Remember, I've done a bit of commuting on it, haven't done any trails on it yet. The bar roll feels okay, like the bar sweep and whatnot feels okay. I've set that bar roll up to just kind of what feels good on the street for now. It might be a little forward, it might not be, it might be okay. I ditched the Giant grips straight away and I put these these Rife Boffer grips. They're just cheapies, $30, but they're quite good. I've had them in the past and I liked them, so they're good. 220 rotor at the front, a 200 rotor at the back, so nice, big, strong, powerful braking setup. 32 tooth chainring on the front is a little bit much for climbing, I think. I mentioned that in a video yesterday about the on the Lapierre, the one lap on the Lapierre. We've got SLX 12-speed cassette, KMC chain, SLX cassette. KMC chain doesn't mesh well with these upper gears. No worries down, from here down, but these upper gears, it kind of stands on top of the gear and then drops in, stands on top and then drops in. So I'll probably swap that out with a SRAM GX or maybe a Shimano chain eventually. I'm going to swap this front tooth out too, this front chain ring out. Giant AM wheels, quite easy to get the tyres on, a little bit of a loose fit. I'd put my DHF Max Grip on the front because it come with a Assegai Exo Plus Max Terra, which I've ridden that tyre a million times, but I'm not super confident on the edges of it. I like it everywhere else, but the edges just aren't. I'm sure that within the next year or so, Maxi is going to bring an updated version of the Assegai with more or less the same top knobs, pretty much the same stuff on the top that they've already got, but they're going to improve that side knob for sure because it just steps. A lot of people love it. Heaps of people love the Assegai. The Shimano BR6100, I believe these are, or BRM 6100s. So, bottom of the barrel Shimano, or more or less, budget bob Shimano brakes, but they're killer. They're strong. They feel just like an SLX, but you don't have the adjustment range, obviously, that you have with the SLX. I think you got a little bit of lever adjust there, but apart from that, SLX shifter, so that'll clap out eventually. They end up having these half spots where they don't shift properly, but no big deal. I'll cross that bridge when we come to it. Double down DHR2 on the back, Max Terra, good tyre. So I'll probably leave that on there until I cut it, and probably replace it with the same thing. Or if Maxis get off their butts and finally give us access here in Australia to the DH casing Max Terra DHR2, because at the moment we can only get the 2.4 max grip in a DH and it just disappears on the back in a few weeks. It's not cool. So we'll see. I'm not sure about this asymmetrical rear. So you've got support on the far side, on the non-drive side, but no support here on the drive side. So that's going to be a point of stress. But who cares? Who cares? We're going to send it. We are going to send it. So yeah, I've been hanging for Giant to bring out a bike that suits me again since the 28. I like that 2018, and I almost pulled the trigger on it, but I couldn't get a good deal, and I was a little bit iffy about the 72 degree seat angle. This thing's got a 78 and a bit seat angle, so killer seat angle. Don't have to worry about slamming the seat super forward. I have it slammed forward anyway. Head angle 63 and a half, I believe. 443 chainstay, so same chainstay as the Rune, even though the Rune says it's I can't remember now, 438 or 440, but it's a little bit longer. Total wheelbase 1240-ish. Similar wheelbase to the Slash. 460 reach. A little bit shorter on the reach. So, but it feels good. It feels like it fits me. Commuting, I loved it. Let's go hit some trails. See what this thing's all about.